Hi, I'm Rachael-Jayne Groover from the Yin Project. I love teaching women how to develop their personal presence so they can walk into any room and attract the attention they want. Whether it's in a business room or a networking room where you want to create rapport with someone really easily or do something to advance your business, whether it's on the dating scene and you want to attract the attention of a sexy, masculine partner. Doesn't matter where you are, what room you're in, but there are certain practices that you can do to develop this magnetic quality that gets you noticed. So today I want to give you one fundamental practice that I teach in all of my classes on the art of feminine presence. I'm currently teaching them here in Northern Colorado, and I'm going to be in Melbourne, Australia at the end of next week to do 3 classes there on April 18, 25 and May 2nd. So if you're in either of those places, I'd love to see you and have you in the room here. But if you're not, I've got a practice that you can do right now very easily that will increase your personal presence immediately. So you've probably heard me talk about that the feminine energy in your body starts moving in the hips, the lower belly and the pelvis and moves up to the heart, where the masculine energy starts more in the upper chest and shoulders and runs down the arms. And so if I was to say that the feminine energy started or resided in one particular place in your body, I would say that that is in the center point of your womb space. And the center point of your womb space is below the navel. It's about 3 inches below the navel. It is the Dantian point that we talk about in Qigong or Tai Chi. And this point is the center of your energetic field. When my attention is outside or in my head and I'm not in my body, there is a whole different presence that I have than when I come inside my body and I'm focused at this point. Have you heard of the saying, where your attention goes, energy flows? When our attention is outside of our body, our personal presence is squashed. When our attention is inside our body, particularly for women in the center point of your womb space, your personal presence is magnified. So just for a moment, go 3 inches below the navel, and it's also inside the body. So it's the center point here and the center point there. And I'm going to demonstrate as best as I can just in the minute we have here. I am going to talk about a subject. Let me think of a subject. Let's talk about Australia, my trip to Australia. So I'm going to talk just for a few seconds, and I'm going to be outside my head. So this cloud bubble, often we speak and we're not at all present. We're sort of somewhere here or over the other side of the room. Haven't you been in that situation where someone's talking to you and you're like, hello, are you present with me? So I'm in my head and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to Australia at the end of next week, and I'm very excited to go because I haven't been back for 5 years. I'm really excited to see my friends and family, of course. I have got my classes that are going on, which I'm very excited about. There's just a lot to look forward to. Okay, so that is in my head. Now I'm going to bring my attention down into my womb space, and you can do it too as you're listening to me. Bring your attention from your head into your womb space, lower belly. And I'm going to talk to you now from this place about my trip to Australia, and I'm going at the end of next week. It's been 5 years since I've been back, and I love my family. I adore my family, and it's really hard to not see them often. It's been 2 years since I've seen most of them because they came over for my wedding, but it's going to be an interesting trip to go back and see friends that I haven't seen for a long time. So that's the place that I speak of when I'm in my womb space, and you probably could feel it even in the camera. What my practice is if I see 2 eyeballs in front of me, someone comes up to me with a conversation, I try to make this my first question is, am I home in my energetic power center as a woman, or am I up in my head? So my invitation this week is for you to try that. If you notice you're in conversation with someone, or you're walking into a room and you're in your head concerned about what someone else is thinking, or you're just not present, come inside this point and walk from there. If you're a presenter, you could use this when you're in front of the room, feeling like you're speaking from lower in your belly. If you are walking over to greet a date, come into your womb space 4. If you're walking into any room this week, take a moment to ground center. This is the center point of your feminine energy, your feminine power. And when you are here, people relate to you differently. I've seen it time and time again. So I hope some of you will practice this. Some of you may join us here for the Art of Feminine Presence classes here in Northern Colorado. And remember, if you've got any friends at all that are in Melbourne, Australia, send them along this video or invite them to the website. You can find out more about the Art of Feminine Presence if you go to theyinproject.com, click on events. Or if you'd like to ask me any questions at all about this work, I can be reached at Rachael@theyinproject.com. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are, coming into your energetic feminine power center, and enjoy that space. We'll talk to you soon.